showing the conformation of kisses. She's probably about 14.3. She'll weigh around 1,000 pounds. She got good feet, clean legs, don't have any bumps, knocks, scars, anything on her anywhere. Good straight legs, she's not cowhock, good teeth. Easy to shoe. She'll clip, bathe, all of that. Comfortable with it. This is back during the winter time here. Working her at a little foxtrot there. She's easy to handle. She's real soft in her mouth. Really smooth ride. Real responsive. And she's easy to look at too. She's a good looking mare. If she takes a step, she's gated. She's 100% foxtrotter. But she will canter if you move her up. Got a good head set. Showing her at the canter here. Got a nice little lope. Really collected and calm at it. That's a pond bank. She's real sure-footed. She's not stumbly or get tangled up. She's one you could ride with some fast gaited horses. She can move right along. That's a wooden bridge. Or the ditch itself. Just showing her walk and how relaxed she can be. She's really soft in her mouth, gives her head real easy. Very people-friendly mare. You can just walk out and catch her pretty easy. That's how she always is. I'm too lazy to walk back.
Girl.
She'll handle with that halter on. You can see she's pretty responsive even with the halter. I've shod this mare a few times, so she handles her feet easy. Got a good short back, I like that. Bridle path, ears, no problem with the clippers. Horses don't just wake up like this. She's been messed with a lot. She's an easy keeper. She runs loose with a whole herd of other horses, so she's used to be with other horses. She's not tied up there. You can tell she's used to being saddled a lot. She accepts the bit easy, the bridle. Fly spray. She's had about everything done to her. Obstacle course. That's a tarp there on the ground. That's a pit full of cut up noodles and squeaky toys, so you couldn't hear it, but it was making noises when I went through it. Now this is something she wasn't crazy about to start with, but she got used to it, dragging out of the saddle. pulling a little wagon, and I don't know if you can hear it on there, but it was real noisy, banging and carrying on. Susan's riding in the wagon right here.
All right.
I've let a lot of horses and colts off of her. She's only ever kicked one of them. I was leading the little mare, and about the third time that mare kicked her, she got tired of it and kicked her back. Went out in the pasture and caught this one out of a whole herd.
No way, Bob.
She'll go along with just about whatever you try to do with her. Bicycles, four-wheelers, vehicle. She's honking her horn
Blow your
there.
horn!
Drive up, here, drive forward, just slow.
Got some good helpers there.
Stop, my right around.
Stay close to her.
You ride, Jack, and I'll follow you. Just ride, I'll follow. Boys ride around. Turn back this way, Jack.
She's not the least bit excited about any of this. The 22 pistol with blanks in it. She didn't care.
This mare's broke to hobbles.
Hobbles. She's been hobbled quite a bit.
Take them off and put them back on.
Now just back up and let her stand there for a while.
She understands what they are. She's not supposed to move. Leaf blower. This may seem silly, but this isn't something you'd want to try on just any horse. Noisy, blowing out air pretty good. Now this is horrifically scary to a horse. So it shows she's got a little bit of courage. She'll side pass. Side passing over here.
You can shut a gate like that off a horse. They're broke to open and shut gates.
Little neck rein. I use leg cues with her, so she's responsive with your feet. I got a rope in her flank there pulled pretty tight.
And put a rope in her flank.
I'm pulling on it.
And I'll guarantee you that'll make most of them buck. Leading her around just by her head here, nothing on her.
Leading with no halter.
Like I said, she's pretty easy to handle.
Tell you what, you want me to lead her around up here, little girl?
pushing against her nose a little bit, and she backed right up. Mountain block there. I don't have anything on her head as you see here. I'm going to just ride her with leg cues. She's paying attention to my feet. Dogs are wrestling around right in the middle of the course. Are you used to riding a split rein?
I rode one time.
Okay. One of the kids on her.
Counts for me.
She's real soft in her mouth.
You're gonna have to
give her a little
You're
more
gonna have to give
rein.
her rein, yeah. Cause see, you're telling her to back up. That's how soft she is. You're gonna have to let more rein slide through your fingers. You've got her tucked too much.
Let me get you there. Yeah. She wasn't used to a horse being so light in its mouth.
You can't put no pressure. You can't ride touching her any. Cause she's gonna stop, tuck, back up, or do something.
I never get to see another person on the horse. She's a pretty little mare, isn't she?
She's a very pretty little mare.
Go ahead and do her like you was doing, what's his name?
Right?
Yeah, just pull whichever way you want to go, left or right. There you go. She's not used to riding the reins. She got a left rein shorter than a right, but she'll get it figured out.
Yeah. Well, this is the deal. That's a kid riding.
Yeah.
That's somebody riding that don't know what they're doing, and the horse is not going berserk.
Oh no.
The horse is trying to follow. There you go. She's getting her now.
Yeah. Her and the little mare start getting together and getting each other figured out. Riding through the woods here.
It is a little muddy.
She's real responsive to the touch. I'm moving her over with my finger here. Bareback with some leg cues. This is the first time she'd ever been lunged. She didn't know what I was asking, but she'll try to
You just soon come over and
please you.
stand.
Had to spank her to make her even move. I like that. Whoa. Good girl. Putting it up in her straddling, in her flanks. She don't care.
First time we ever tied a bucket to her tail.
Now that's something I wouldn't recommend to try with just any horse. You can see she don't like it a lot, but she's not getting crazy and trying to run off or kick.
She'd probably appreciate that.
She wasn't mad at me even though I tied a bucket to her tail. Had a lot of assistance in the round pen. That big bag there is not only heavy, it's loud. Going around her butt there. That's pretty scary, but she's tolerating it. She's had a lot of this kind of stuff. This is pretty aggressive for a horse. Those kids are always wanting to ride that bag, so throw balls at her, frisbees, flop tarps, anything you can imagine. As you can see, she tolerates it pretty good. That'll tied under her belly there.
Don't worry about that.
Nah.
It didn't bother her much at all.
No, go on. Go, girl.
Now this is Susan's headless horseman. Because he just kind of flops around and don't sit in the saddle too good, so she didn't care about that either. Turn her head into me a little
Yeah,
bit.
she's wanting to.
She's wanting to come over to me and stop, but we was making her keep going. Whoa. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Yeah, she was waiting for us to let her stop. Those bags are full of rocks and everything else heavy. And that one had a tarp in it. That's pretty good to tolerate that. Just doing some different things to her and showing how gentle she is and how cooperative she is. She could easily took off and pulled her foot away from me if she wanted to. She didn't know what I was doing, but she just knew she wasn't supposed to fight too much. And this is something we hadn't done before, so. First time she's ever had a rope on her foot. She probably thinks, man, this guy's crazy doing all this stuff. But she's learned to trust whatever you're doing, and she tries to cooperate.